There are many races scattered all throughout the 3 continents of Ivalice. They vary drastically and all have major roles in the game of Final Fantasy XII. First, let's start with the most prominent race found in Ivalice, the Humes. Humes are humans of the Ivalice. Their high productive ability and intense curiosity makes Humes active all across the world, composing about 40% of Ivalice's population. Their appearance vary wildly based on age and gender. Viera, a race known for their long limbs, long ears, and beautiful silver hair. The Viera build settlements in trees away from other races where they can listen to the voice of the wood. They live 3 times as long as Humes, but their appearance remains the same throughout youth and old age. A playable Viera would be Fran, a Viera that left her settlement out of curiosity to travel the outside world. She partners with a Hume named Balthier and joins your party in-game. Viera that leave their settlements often lose their ability to speak to the wood, like Fran. And she, like all Viera, is very sensitive to the mist and goes into a rage when near large amounts of the mist. Fran uses her knowledge and experience to support her comrades, albeit a streak of indifference. Bangaa, a race known for hard, scaly bodies and long, floppy ears. They resemble lizards, but using that word around them will surely infuriate them. Bangaa have hefty builds and outstanding physical capabilities, which has led to steady work as laborers in Hume society. Miguelo is a Bangaa merchant that runs a shop in the royal city of Rabanastre and has some clout among the imperial forces. He cares for the orphans left behind from the war as his own flesh and blood. He is a smooth talker and helps your party from getting into trouble with the guards from time to time. Seeq, a race with pig-like faces and corpulent bodies. They may not be the smartest of Ivalice's races, but the Seeq have remarkable stamina and strength. They are much faster than they look. Seeq love gemstones and other shiny things and like to adorn themselves with such trinkets. Moogles, a race of small creatures that resemble stuffed animals with pom-poms growing out of their heads. Moogles refer to themselves as Mogs and often end their sentences with the utterance of Kupo. Their limbs are quite dexterous, making them proficient at fixing machinery and playing instruments. There are 6 Moogle siblings. Mont Blanc is the eldest, and he launches Clan Centurio, an organization specializing in hunting down marks. As leader of the clan, he's always on the lookout for someone to avenge the siblings' fallen master. Nu Mou is the 4th oldest of the Moogle siblings, known for his green overalls. He is a capable machinist entrusted with the maintenance of Balthier's ship, the Straw. Gertie is the youngest and only female member of the Moogle siblings. She uses the wings on her back to hover above the ground. She runs the Chocobo ranches scattered around Ivalice, renting Chocobos to all corners. Last, you have Sorbet, Horn, and Hurdy, who run the Moogling Station, a service that teleports customers all over the royal city of Rabanastre. Garif. The powerful bodies of these giants stand over 2 meters tall. That's roughly 6.5 feet. The Garif wear unique masks made for them at birth and never take them off. They worship magicite and pass down lore about the stones through the generations. Nu Mou, a rare breed of creature that sports hairy limbs and a long, thick tail. In stature, they're close to the height of a Hume child, but every member of their race looks old regardless of their actual age. They can live more than 3 times the lifespan of a Hume. They are extremely intelligent, and many have achieved important positions in the Kiltias faith. Urutan-Yensa, a species that evolved from crustaceans. They live in tribes in the Yensa Sand Sea, a desert that is blanketed in mist and that prevents airships from flying over. with a queen ruling over all. They are very territorial and aggressive, baring their fangs at any trespasser. Their queen is ruthless and doesn't accept any aid from outside the tribe. Baknamy. This race is infamous for savage and crafty behavior. Despite their small stature, their skin is greenish tan with small horns growing atop of their head. Oxygen is like poison to them, so they must constantly wear a gas mask. They live in the Necro Hall of Nabodas, the ruins of Verdpale Palace, which was once the castle of Nabradia. The palace fell in ruin after a piece of nethicite known as the Midnight Shard was activated and turned the entire area into wetlands covered in mist. Occuria. The race of being has lived since the dawn of time, and thus are referred to as the Undying. They can separate their minds from their body and largely exist in spirit form. They were originally just another race in Ivalice, but after creating nethicite, they gave it to the other races in order to turn the wheels of history. In doing so, they deemed themselves the gods of Ivalice. Venat. Among the Occuria, he alone harbors reservations about their roles as gods of the world. He ends up teaching Dr. Sid the secrets of nethicite. Jarun. The king of Occuria is enraged by Venat's actions and tries to recruit his own agent, Princess Ash, to destroy the empire that has thrived off their forbidden knowledge. Helgas. An ancient race who are tall with long faces and limbs. They are able to communicate telepathically. Aside from this, not much is known about this species. Anastasis. Grand Kiltias of the Kiltias sect. He is a dream sage, able to enter the dreams of others. He dreams in the temple of Mount Bur Amasis, the holiest place in Ivalice, where he is leader and sees more than those who are awake. According to rumors heard by one of the refugees, the Grand Kiltias' position is above everyone else's in Ivalice. He is said to be able to silence kings, or even an emperor, with a single withering glare. Another thing worth mentioning that's not necessarily a race, but a creature, would be the Chocobo. They're found in every Final Fantasy game, and they're just too cute not to mention. A Chocobo is an avian creature with excellent running capabilities, used for cavalry and transport throughout the game. Thank you so much for sticking it out and watching the entire video. This is one of my very first lore videos, and as you can tell, I'm pretty new at it. So if you have any advice or critiques, please drop them down in the comments below. I am always open to hear your opinions. Thank you. Have a great day, guys.